welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. The cold is still here. But we're here for episode number... what do we got? 32, I think, of our Pokemon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke here on the channel. In the last episode, actually, well, at the start of this episode, as you saw, a bit of grinding. So, we made it here to Cyanwood City, and this is the site of our next gym battle, so I want to make sure we have our team ready to go. So, I decided, let's go off into the water, let's see what we can find for levels and stuff. And it seemed at first we're going to go to level 27 because of the Pokemon we found in the wild. What I really like about my grinding montages is, as I said many times before, and I'll continue to say many times again, I like to go to 5 levels above the highest leveled wild Pokemon in the area leading into the gym city. And as it turned out, at first it looked like we had level 22 Pokemon out in the water, so level 27 we get to. But what I like about my grinding is that as I'm getting my team leveled up, I find higher level Pokemon out there in the wild. So, long story short, we got the team up to level 29. Today, we're going to pop into Cyanwood City Gym, see if we can get ourselves our 5th badge here in the Johto region. So let's see the team as we are working with right now. Didn't get any new... don't need a Rock Smash, Spike, calm yourself down. Didn't get any new attacks that I can recall offhand. So kind of the same thing, but... we're going to check the stats, because it's been a while since we actually sat down and looked at them. First up is Spike, our Houndoom, at level 29. She has the Quick Claw. I was starting to finally give items to my Pokemon that kind of work out well with their typings and stuff, and didn't really have anything to help Spike out, unfortunately, but I thought, you know what, we got a Quick Claw, let's toss it on there. So Quick Claw to possibly speed up in battle. We've also got the Bite, Ember, Smog, and Rock Smash combo of attacks. Very powerful special attack at 82, and I guess with a speed of 68, although that is her second highest stat, Quick Claw might not hurt in some situations. Next up, we have Ramen, our newest addition, our Wigglytuff at level 29, holding the Polka Dot Bow to increase the power of Strength and Double Slap. Also have Sing and Defense Curl, and offensively not bad. Defensively, not good. Anyways, moving on. We've got next up is Fire Strike, the level 29 Golbat. Still have not gotten ourselves a Crobat, but we're getting ever so much closer. Holding the Scope Lens still for critical hit ratio increasement. We got Bite, Leech Life, Confuse Ray, and Screech. Same attacks as before. And kind of quick, kind of hitting hard on the physical side. Not bad. Next, we have Espika the Quagsire at level 29 as well. Still holding the Mystic Water to power up Surf. Also have Headbutt, Amnesia, and Tail Whip on her moveset. And just kind of like... Fire Strike, we have some decent physical attack, physical defense, speed, not that good. Like, I should probably give her the Quick Claw, but Mystic Water's not going to help anyone else out on our team, so, I mean, she's the only one that can really make use of that. Eventually, once we get better held items, I might give her the Quick Claw. Next up, we have Omxark, our Blossom, level 29 as well. Excuse me. Not surprised that we didn't get any new attacks on a Stone Evolution Pokemon, but we still have the Petal Dance, Absorb, Stun Spore, and Sweet Scent. And I did give him the Miracle Seed to power up Petal Dance and Absorb a slight little bit. I believe 20% it increases it by. And... very nice special defensive-wise. Special attack's not bad either, 69. Now, we gotta talk about little Payung, our Pichu. I don't know what it is, but I don't think our Pichu likes me that much because we're at level 29, we still have not evolved it into a Pikachu. So, I mean, I'm not giving up hope. I don't want to discount any Pokemon on our team. Payung might turn out to be the powerhouse that we're waiting for. Think of Nebby, the Cosmog, in Sun and Moon. Didn't think much of that starting off. It became the legendary Pokemon. Spoilers. But Payung could be, you know, what's the expression? Big things come in small packages. This could be the powerhouse we're looking for in the future. Anyway, I do believe giving a Pokemon something to hold adds to their happiness. So I gave it the Light Ball. Kind of makes sense. Not going to help it, of course, in this situation. But if and when he evolves up into Pikachu, that's going to help out quite a bit. Currently have Thunder Wave, Charm, Tail Whip, and Flash. And I believe by getting to level 29 thus far, we probably missed out on a lot of good attacks that Pikachu would naturally pick up along the way through level up. But TMs are a thing. We could teach you some pretty cool stuff. We'll see what happens. As of right now, defense is at a whopping, air quotes, 20. Speed's not bad at 50, though. Alright, well, that being said, there's a few things we gotta take care of here in town before we take on the gym. We gotta talk to people. We haven't even spoken to hardly anyone, have we? Or have we spoken to everyone? I did meet the Pokemaniac. He gave me his Piloswine. Was there anything I was gonna go over? Oh, well, I will talk about what's coming up on the channel this week in just a little bit, but let's make sure we get everything taken care of here. You're gonna get a bunch of battles and show off your Pokemon. Okay, I think I've spoken to all these folks. Bear with me as I kind of breeze through this. I know we went to the Cyanwood Pharmacy and picked up the secret potion to take back to Amphi in the Olivine City Glitter Lighthouse. What are you still talking about? Stop talking. Thank you. Blech. What was that? Alright, now it's kind of funny. I started the grinding not thinking it was going to be a big session, but it was actually daytime when I started. Partway through went into nighttime, and I was like, really? Man, I've been here a long time. Who have I not spoken to? Chuck, the gym leader, starts with his fighting Pokemon. Okay. I don't know if I spoke to you, but this guy gives us the pile of swine named Shucky, in honor of the Shuckle he usually has. If you can use Fly, you can get back to Olivine instantly. I know that. We can't get Fly, because someone won't give it to us until we win the gym badge. But I'm pretty sure we need the badge to use Fly. Anyway, you came from Olivine? Do you remember the 4 islands along the way? I heard that a mythical sea creature is hiding in them. Yeah, we know about that. Oh, we did speak to you because I pointed out we have that in our PC right now. You can only see it if you have a silver wing. Must have the same scent as the creature. Okay, I spoke. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. Did I speak to you? I've heard that the whirlpools around the islands are caused by the sea creature. You might need a special move to get past them. I assume we spoke to you. If not, we know that. You need Whirlpool to beat whirlpools. What was the expression I said as far as my friend was confused about why Lugia, the beast of the sea, can use Hydro Pump? And as I said to him so eloquently, you can't guard what you can't shoot. You know, it's a guardian of the ocean. And he's like, I guess, you gotta be in shooting range to protect something. So yeah, it makes sense. Boulders to the north of town, yeah, it can be crushed. I was considering doing grinding off of the Pokemon that we get out of those rocks, but they were basically just all Tentacruel, level 15. They actually gave decent experience. Excuse me. But I wanted to get more versatility in what we were finding, and there were Bayleaf. There was also Geodude out in the far open waters by Route 41, which I was concerned about. They might have been able to self-destruct. But we didn't see any of that, fortunately. And we got our levels up. We also fought some female Nidoran out there. And right here in the Bay of Olivine City, there were Grimer and Seal. So nothing too crazy amazing. Now, we haven't checked out this part up here. Now, you might have seen something in the top right corner, but we'll get to that in just a moment. I see. I know all. Certainly, I know of your Pokemon. Alright? Do ya? Let's see what you think of... Let's take a look at our newest Pokemon, Ramen. I see you met Ramen here, Route 40. The time was night. Its level was 20. Oh, this is kind of cool. Am I good or what? Incidentally, it would be wise to raise your Pokemon with a little more care. Oh, does she tell us how happy they are? Okay, take a look at our little Pichu. Please tell us that he's super happy. I see you met Pyong here at the National Park. The time was morning. Its level was 10. Am I good or what? Incidentally, it seems to have grown a little. Pyong seems to be becoming more confident. That bodes well. So, I also think that if you use items on a Pokemon, it makes them happier too. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't want to just simply force feed it a bunch of potions and, you know, possibly make it unhappy or sick. We'll deal with it as we deal with it. So, up here, there's a Pokemon sitting there in that little ledge. It's going to be, what is it called? Swiglet, I believe we'll call it for this playthrough. Let's see what happens. Listen. Not gonna say anything, eh? Fine. Yo, Chaz, wasn't that Suicune just now? It was Swiglet. I only caught just a glimpse, but I thought I saw Suicune running on the waves. Suicune is beautiful and grand, and it races through towns and roads at simply awesome speeds. It's wonderful. I want to see Suicune up close. I've decided. I'll battle you as a trainer to earn Suicune's respect. Come on, Chaz, let's battle now. Didn't know this was happening. But, excuse me, let's do it. What if it randomizes that he has a Suicune on his team? That'd be hilarious. Okay, Ucine's going to send out Eevee. Okay, we can deal with that. I should actually lead. Or I should have actually led with Pyong. Get a little bit of extra friendliness and experience. But too late now. I could Rock Smash, but I do believe our special attack is better. So, for your chance to be named, I keep saying that the wrong way. For your chance to have a Pokemon named after you in this playthrough as we add it to our team, feel free to answer the question of the day, which is... over there. I remember the way to point. Sweet. And as I do add more Pokemon to our active team, I take a look at the comments, the people that answer the question of the day in the comments, and choose names from down there to name our Pokemon after. We got a Rhydon. That's going to be a switch out. We have SP. Look at the... I love how the horn spins like that. Do we have S-Pika ready to roll? I think we do. Actually... either or. S-Pika would resist rock. Omxark resists ground. I'm going to go with Omxark. Just because. Get a little bit of versatility going on here. So the question is, which type or types would you like the Galar Legendaries to be? And of course, Pokemon Shield let's say it the proper way, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Now, that's assuming that there will be legendary Pokemon in the Gen 8 games. We don't know for sure, because, you know, they could be mixing everything up and turning things on its head here in the Gen 8 region of the Galar region. Now, granted, there's probably going to be legendaries. And granted, you could probably see Steel type being a thing for the Galar legendaries, because of course Sword and Shield, I don't know about you folks, makes me think of Steel types. But you know what I would really like to see? Oh, get a Zapdos. Didn't want to see that. Could have Drill Peck, so let's switch into Espika. Best defense and immune to the electric. Let's do that. Now, to be completely honest, what we have never seen thus far as I can recall, is Bug-type legendaries, and I think that would be kind of cool to see. You know, I don't know if it would really fit in with the Sword and Shield mythos or mentality or anything, but I wouldn't mind seeing some sort of Bug-type legendaries. Like, I don't know if they would. Now, like I said, I'm thinking Steel-type is most likely because of the theming of Swords and Shields. I don't know if a Bug Steel-type. Actually, okay, I'm kind of wrong. If you should consider Genesect being legendary, although I think it's technically considered mythical, which nowadays matters. There's a difference between the two types. Yeah, you could say Genesect was mythical or legendary, but in a way, it was created to be legendary. You know, there's the theory that Genesect started off as a Kabutops, and Team Plasma outfitted it and retrofitted basically to turn it into Genesect, but I don't know about all that. Anyway, it'd be cool to see Bug-type legends at some point. You're amazing, Chaz. No wonder Pokemon gravitate to you. I get it now. I'm going to keep searching for Suicune. I'm sure we'll get to see each other again. See you around. Completely didn't even think we're going to fight that guy. I'm pretty sure I remember we fight him at some point. I just didn't know it was then. Excuse me. So, I will talk a little bit about what's happening in the future, this coming week, of the channel. Thanks to me being sick, there's actually a positive to this. I didn't really get to go out and do too much. I was almost confined to the bed the entire weekend. Although I did have to go out and do a little bit of stuff. And I got some Pokemon going taken care of. Basically get my daily stuff accomplished. But I was using the rest of the time just laying in bed, watching some classic Soul Link Randomized Nuzlocke, watching Shady Penguin and the King Nappy. If you guys have not seen their Soul Link playthroughs, which is basically a Nuzlocke, but they co-op together and their Pokemon match each other, so their Route 1 Pokemon on each player's side is the same. If one faints, the other one has to be taken out as well. So it's an interesting way to play. Something I'd like to do at some point in the future, if I can get a gaming partner at some point. But anyway, I was watching much of that, and I was finally sitting down, taking care of stuff for our live streams. So, by the time you're watching this video, you should see some scheduled live streams coming up on the channel this week. I'm aiming for Wednesday to have our Wi-Fi battle session, in which I have a bunch of Mawile Steel-type Pokemon prepared for representing Jasmine, Olivine City, Steel-type Gym. So, prepare your Pokemon accordingly for a Steel-type team from yours truly. The winners will get themselves a special Mawile that I've bred up. I've had them bred for a while. I've just been so out of, coordination with the channel that it's finally time to sit down and do these battles. So that's coming up on Wednesday. You got a few days to get your teams ready. And on Friday, we have our members exclusive scavenger hunt live stream, in which I have certain Pokemon bred up. So I'm going to keep it a little bit of a surprise, but you can check out the live stream event that's scheduled. You get an idea what Pokemon we're going to have for the members only. So if you're a member, you're going to have a chance to get those Pokemon. And if you're not a member, you can join at any time before the stream or during the stream and get yourself the Pokemon that are available. Anyways, we're here in Cyanwood City Pokemon Gym. No one beat it yet. Okay. I think we're good to lead. I think I'm good on items too. Hang on. I know my Hyper Potions are way down here. I've only got 4. Is that enough, you think? I mean, I've got 20 Supers. I'll go for it. Let's see what happens. Alright, so, fortunately there's no double battles just yet, but I'm going to get fought back-to-back here. My Pokemon and I are bound together by friendship. Our bond will never be broken. I kind of like the gym in the remakes of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, because there's like waterfalls and stuff, and it looks pretty cool. Okay, Larsa wants to battle. We're going to battle a Kabutops. Speaking of Genesect, there's Genesect's pre-evolution right there. Rock and Water. It's not the best combo, but you know what that is a great combo for? Omxark, you want to come in here, please? This is a pedal dance waiting to happen. So I'm glad we got to level 29. I do seem to recall Chuck, the gym leader, has like level 30-something for his ace. So, and who knows what it's going to randomize to. Now, I do want to address the fact that I keep saying in every episode, if you want a Pokemon named after you, answer the question, a new Pokemon gets added to the team, we will name a Pokemon after the commenters. We haven't added a new Pokemon in a long time, and that's just because we have really good evolved Pokemon that we happen to be graced with as we went through the playthrough, gotten some evolutions along the way as well. But bear in mind that right now, we're still battling, on the occasion, lower level or lower evolved Pokemon. Once we get to level 35 for the opponents, I have initially set the randomizer up that all level 35 Pokemon and higher from trainers will be guaranteed to be max evolution. So instead of like a level 36 Bellsprout, we'd be facing a level 36 Weepinbell. So as the adventure continues, things will get a little bit more hectic, a little bit more spooky, and as much as I don't want to say it, a little more likely to be losing members and adding more to the team. I mean, as I said since the beginning, these are not just Pokemon. These are you folks out there. These are representations of the viewers. I'm going to do what I can to keep yous on our team. As you know about Nuzlocks, though, randomness can happen, especially in randomized Nuzlocke. And we could get, you know, fissured at one point. Who knows what could happen? We could get critical double slap like 5 times straight. Fortunately, we didn't. But anything could happen. We almost lost Omxark back in, was it Morty's gym, I think? Someone had Entei. No, we used Pedal Dance and locked into it, knocked something out. Entei came in next. I couldn't switch out. So, that close to losing a Pokemon right there. So anything can happen. The further we go, the higher evolved the Pokemon will be. So, we'll see what happens. I should probably go heal. But let's just forge onward. Fighting Pokemon are afraid of psychics. Really? Excuse me. You seem to have a strong bond with your Pokemon, too. I'm just going to forge onward. I was also thinking of this. Maybe I shouldn't go back to heal. Like, once I go into a gym, I should keep going forward with the items that I have for healing. But we haven't done that this whole playthrough. Maybe the next time I start a new playthrough, I'll do that as a bit of a challenge, where I can't just leave. Just to add more intensity to it. Words are useless. Let your fists do the talking. Can do. Excuse me. Actually, no. What are you talking about? We don't fight. It's our Pokemon. Unless you have a bunch of punching Pokemon. That ain't got no fists. Don't know what you're talking about. So level 25 Goldeen. Still got our fire type leading the way. Why is it like every Pokemon we're up against, Spike's not good? Actually, you know what I was thinking during the grinding? Spike, isn't that just the perfect name for a Houndoom? Because, like, you know, Spike is the standard, typical name for a dog. And I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until during the grinding that actually Spike fits really well for that nickname. Horn attack again, another 15? Ooh, 17. Up in your game, Goldie. And I'm dropping your game right now. Excuse me. So, yeah, look forward to those live streams coming up. I'm not sure when I'll have time to do another Pokemon TCG live stream, but I'll try to aim for as soon as I can. One of the downsides to those live streams is that I always feel bad when I can't bring you any new content. Like we could just sit down and do a live stream. We're just playing cards with some of the decks I've already made, but I long for the days when I could give you a new deck that I would assemble. It's just people are so difficult to get cards out of these days, like the new Tag Team GXs. No one wants to give those up, and I understand why. It's just I don't have as much option of getting those to demonstrate them on the channel, and I don't know, it feels like a bit of a letdown. I should be able to show you more. I can't, but I don't know. I mean, I know part of the live stream appeal is that I do give you codes during the event, so I guess I should just see it as that. It's just, like I say, as a creator here on YouTube, I feel like I should be giving more creativity to my creations. Can I actually create enough times? I don't know. My Raging Fists, again with the punching, will shatter your Pokemon. Well, you're not going to touch my Pokemon. Your Pokemon might touch my Pokemon, but you, sir, no. Okay, Lung, we're fighting a body part. We're fighting an inner organ. That's a normal type. This thing can be bit. I'm going to bite Lung's dog. That sounds so weird. That's a sentence. When I was like 3 years old, I never considered I would ever say that sentence. We flinched his lung. Nope, we flinched Lung's dog. There we go. The things randomizers make you say. Was that 2 criticals? Do we get a critical bite or is that a regular bite? I don't even know. Next in is this thing. Well, I think we're switching. I somehow think SP... Well, hang on. Water and Dragon are both special. But SPK has some pretty good HP. We're going to switch. Now, I'm looking at the timer. I don't know if we have time to do the gym leader, but I kind of want to do it all in one go. So, if this episode goes a little bit long, so be it. I want to get that badge. Okay, we were fearing this thing for no reason. All it's going to do is bubble it up. We're going to headbutt you. Sadly, we can't flinch you because we're too slow. You're taking quite a bit of damage, actually. I could have tail whipped. And you got... Why do you have bubble and water gun? So this being a trait of all Pokemon, I believe those still gain attacks as they level up. Things like Golem and Alakazam, they still learn... I think they learn things at the same rate that they would as a Kadabra or Graveler, for example. So I would assume a Trade Evolve Seadra holding Dragon Scale into Kingdra probably learns stuff as it goes to. It might learn other attacks like Dragon Breath and Outrage, and in fact, I think it does get Outrage. And you finish up with a Marrow. So see, this is what I'm talking about. In 10 more levels, we would actually be battling in a Azumarill right here. And that's going to make things a little bit more spooky as the adventure goes on. Yeah, we're going to stop the timer. I'm going for this battle. We're just going to use potions. We're going to take on Chuck and see how well we do. I don't think he has a level 35 himself. But if he does, we'll see a fully evolved Pokemon. My Pokemon lost. My pride is shattered. Yeah. That's what happens when you talk too big of a game. Alright, we're going to go with... Well, obviously a Super Potion here. Super Potion for Omsark. And I think we'll just use regular potions to get Ramen back up. Only 2, I think, does the trick there. Excuse me. And aside from PP, we're back to full. Do we even need to worry about the PP? We didn't use too many attacks, I don't think. We should be fine. So normally, of course, Chuck is a fighting type gym leader. What's he going to have this time? Let's find out right now. Whoa! So we've come this far. Let me tell you, I'm tough. My Pokemon will crush stones and shatter bones. Watch this. I shouldn't do this voice while I'm still a little bit sick. There, scared now, are you? What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon? It's true. Come on, we shall do battle. This guy's actually pretty strong. He doesn't need his Pokemon to do his strengthening for him. You know what? Can people learn HMs? Because that was a strength stone. You notice I'm not reacting to what we're seeing on screen right now. Because am I actually worried? Not that much. We can go into Espika. Gotta love the immunity to electric. I love that. So I was also thinking, the fact that we have a lot of dual-type Pokemon on our team does limit how many Pokemon that we can get. Excuse me, my nose suddenly decided to do a block up here. Wow, you probably heard my voice go all weird. But since we have, like, say, Dark Fire, Flying Poison, Ground Water, and I think, yeah, those are the only dual types, but that's basically 6 types spread across 3 Pokemon, with only 17 types in the game. That does limit who we can have on our team, because we're not duplicating typings, as I've said many times before. So, not that it's a bad thing, it's just every time we get a new Pokemon, like, oh, we got a Piloswine, Chucky, can't use it, we got a ground type already. But it is what it is. We're still doing good with who we got. Spike hits level 30, can we get a new move? Feint Attack! Now, we gotta talk here, because I believe Feint Attack and Bite are both power of 60, but Bite can cause flinching. Feint Attack, however, never misses. I'll tell you what I'm seeing right now. I am not using Smog. Goodbye, Smog. We don't need that. Boom. Alright, so we have fully accurate and flinching as possibilities for our Houndoom. Alright, last Pokemon in. That right there, folks, is a Dragonite. That's a level 30 Dragonite. Well, excuse me. Let's see what we can do. Okay, Dragon Rage. That's not too bad. If they're only going to hit me for 40, we can heal up from that. I'm going to try to lower this thing's defense, and maybe go for some headbutts. Too bad we can't outspeed. Now, right away, we gotta go into our potions. Go Hyper Potion. That should fill us. It's gonna fill us up all the way. I got Moo Moo Milk if need be as well. What you gonna do? Yeah, you just keep doing that Dragon Rage. I am okay with Dragon Raging. In fact, you know who'd be really good to deal with this would be Ramen. Starting out with this thing might have some sort of other like physical move or something like that. Because Ramen has the highest HP on our team, so we can handle a lot of Dragon Rages. -2 defense. You know what? I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna give Ramen a shot. We can technically take 4 Dragon Rages at full HP. I know our defenses are not good though. Let's hope we're not making a mistake here. I mean, let's hope I'm not making a mistake. You folks out there are probably telling me, don't do it, Professor. You should know better. You're a professor of Pokemon. Take it out with what you got. But you know what? Let's try Sing. That might hurt a bit. Alright, we landed the Sing. I'm gonna heal. Then we're gonna start going for the strengths. Alright, let's go for a Hyper Potion. A little bit worrisome here, a little bit stressful. Stay asleep, please. Come on. Alright, let's go for the strength. Can we do at least half? Can you not do at least half? How much does it actually do? That was 50. A critical will drop us. Come on, give me at least half damage here. Alright. Do I risk the crit and go for the hit? We just added Ramen to the team. I really don't want to lose him. Plus, Slam could miss. Let's go with Hyper. Let's keep healing until basically we don't have any other choice. And I'm going to save those Hypers and get a full HP restoration with a Super Potion. Come on, you can miss one of them sometime. Now watch this be the critical. Oh. Okay, that one only did 46. Still technically 92 double, so yeah, still a critical knockout. If I stay at full HP, they will not knock us out even with a critical. And they miss. Excellent. I think that seals the deal. And they miss again! Just to add more insult to injury. Boom. That was a little spooky. Who out there was scared? Show of hands in the comments. S-Pika leveling up off of that. Can we learn Earthquake? That'd be sweet. No. Oh well. Chuck was defeated. What? Huh? I lost. How about that? You're worthy of store badge. And some cash, too. So, badge number 5. There we go. Of the Johto region. Whew. Storm badge makes all Pokemon up to level 70 obey, even traded ones. It also lets your Pokemon use Fly when you're not in battle. Here, take this too. So TM01, which I believe is normally Dynamic Punch. That is Metal Claw. Steel type attack. Interesting. Whoa! I enjoyed battling you, but a loss is a loss. From now on, I'm going to train 24 hours a day. Not sleeping, not eating, not even playing Sudoku. Alright, so let's... You know what? We're at time. We're going to check the TMs maybe in the next episode, but we're going to save up our victory right now, because that was a victory indeed for the ages. Dragonite! Also, he cheated. Level 30 Dragonite? Come on. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. So again, as I said, stay tuned later in the week for some more live streams back in action on the channel. Wednesday coming up, we're going to have a Wi-Fi battle session with everybody out there who wants to participate, as long as we have the time, but we should have the time. And Friday will be a scavenger hunt for members only for getting certain special Pokemon gifted as well. But if you enjoyed today's episode of our Pokemon Crystal version Randomized Nuzlocke, feel free to let me know by clicking the like button down below. And, you know, if you feel like sharing it with some of your friends who might like to see what kind of craziness is going down here in the randomized Johto region, feel free to share this with whoever might want to check it out. And if you missed any episodes yourself of this playthrough during the description and in the outro, link to the playlist is there for you to check out and get caught up on all the adventures thus far. That is going to be a wrap for today, so thank you again, folks, for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and stay tuned for next episode when we should be taking on the Olivine City Gym and Jasmine. We'll see how things go there. But until then, Professor Chaz is signing off. I'll catch you next time.